Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am sharing with you my makeup routine whenever I am at my lightest. And this has been requested because I do self-tan in a lot of my videos, but believe it or not, I am actually very fair. If you've been watching my videos for a long time, you probably know that. So shout out to the Fair Gals Club out there. This one is for you. I've started out with a tinted primer. It's the Bare Minerals BB primer. I do like using primers that have more coverage to them or a bit of a tint because I don't know about you guys, but whenever I am fair, I feel like my makeup doesn't always look as full coverage. So I do like to use a primer with a tint to it. And for my foundation, I chose the Nars All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. I wear the shade Light 6, and I chose Nars because I feel like as a whole for the brand, they do offer several foundations for light skin, especially if you are a lot lighter than me. I think there's since mine is Light 6, there's obviously 5 shades that are lighter than mine. So I wanted to choose a foundation that offered shades that would accommodate your skin tone if you were lighter than me. And for concealer, I'm using MAC Pro LongWear in NC20. Again, I do like to use a bit of a full coverage concealer just to add that flawless look underneath my eye area. And of course, to keep the look natural and not overdone, I am using the Beauty Blender because it does give a skin-like finish. To set that, I am using the Nars Light Reflecting Powder. If you do have fair skin, I would recommend sticking with a translucent powder, because if you use a powder that has extra color on top of it, it's likely that it could oxidize on your skin throughout the day. I know several of you guys out there probably know what I mean. By adding more color to your face, especially if you are fair, it can cause your face to look a bit orangey throughout the day. And speaking of orangey, I am using my favorite bronzer right now. It is MAC's Give Me Sun. Now, this is not going to be for everyone. If you do find that bronzers or foundations oxidize on your skin and turn orange very easily, I would probably stay away from this one because it is very warm. My skin tone is very neutral to warm. It does pull a lot of warm undertones, so I can get away with this. If your skin is not like mine, then you probably want to go with more of a cooler tone bronzer, and I will show you an option here in a second, but this is just one of my all-time favorites to bronze up my skin. It makes me look tan even though I am ghostly pale, and I just love the natural warmth that it brings back to my skin. Now, if you do have more of a cooler undertone in your skin, you'll want to use something like the Marc Jacobs light filtering contour palette, and this bronzing slash contouring shade in here is a lot cooler. You don't necessarily have to use this, just something that does pull a lot more of a cooler undertone to it. I am just strictly using this to contour my cheekbones just a little bit more. And then I went back in with the slightly yellow shade in the palette and just highlighted my features. After I do bronze up my skin a little bit, you can lose a little bit of that highlight. So I just like to add that back in with a pale yellow shade like this. This really doesn't add much color to your face. It just helps to brighten up the highlighted areas. Next, I'm taking my Nars Dual Intensity Blush in the shade Frenzy. I will have a review coming up on these. These are brand new. And I just basically chose this because I was doing more of a warm look for this video, and the corally shade in here just kind of struck me. Of course, you can choose any blush that goes with the makeup look that you are doing. This was just my preference for the day. Also, if you're looking for a really pretty golden highlight for fair skin, this palette has it. So that is a golden highlight, and look at how beautiful it shows up on my fair skin. I was kind of afraid it was going to be too dark, but it is absolutely beautiful. So if you were looking for a gorgeous golden highlight, Frenzy by Nars is great. For my brows, I like to stick with powders. You guys know I love the Anastasia Dip Brow, but whenever I am fair, I feel like I can get a little heavy-handed with the dip brow, and it can kind of overpower my makeup. So I just like to stick with a powder for my eyebrows, and the colors I use are MAC's Copperplate eyeshadow and MAC Mystery eyeshadow. They create a really pretty ashy color on my brows. They don't pull orange on my brows, just super natural. So if you're looking for a very neutral ashy color for your eyebrows, I would suggest these two shades, and I'm using that with a MAC 266 brow brush. Actually, I think it's meant for liner, but I use it for eyebrows. And of course, you want to set your brows with some gel. I'm using my favorite, which is by NYX. It is called the Control Freak Brow Gel, and it's a very similar dupe to the Anastasia Brow Gel. I absolutely love it. Next, I'm prepping my eyes with Bobbi Brown's LongWear Cream Shadow in the shade Sandy Gold. I like to keep my eyes very soft, very neutral whenever I am fair, because blacks and harsh colors just really overpower my face whenever I am super fair. So I just took my Lorac Unzipped palette and picked up the Rose Gold shade in there. I will have the exact name listed down below. I kind of forgot it off the top of my head right now. And I'm just placing that all over my lid really softly. I just like to create a really pretty highlighted effect on my eyes. And then I took a bit of the shimmering bronze color in the palette and used that on the outer corner of my eyes just to give a little bit more definition. Moving on to eyeliner, I'm taking my MAC Eye Kohl in the shade Smolder and just tight lining my upper lid. I am going to be doing a winged liner. I love doing winged liner whenever I have fair skin because I just think it looks super classic. And you guys said you wanted to see how I applied my liquid liner since I do have a bit of a hooded eyelid, and this is how I do it. I tried to get a close-up for you guys. It's a little bit blurry, but not too bad. It's just super simple. I don't go crazy with it. I just do really soft wing, and it's just kind of my go-to. And I just applied a couple coats of mascara, and then I popped on some Ardell Demi Whispies. I didn't show that on camera. I kind of forgot to, but I just applied mascara and then my Whispies, and that is it for the eyes. Just super simple and soft. And then I'm going in with my lip liner, which is called High Energy from MAC. It's a Pro LongWear lip liner, and it's just a super gorgeous reddish orange color. For my actual lipstick, I am using Lady Danger by MAC, which I think is the most phenomenal red lip color for any girl with bare skin. If you don't like that orangey warm undertone, then I would just suggest going for more of a cooler red. Or if you don't like reds, just go for a lip color that you do like. But I think a red lip is just so classic, and I do it all the time whenever I'm not self-tanning, and Lady Danger is absolutely my go-to. I think it is gorgeous. So that is it for the tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed this and learned some tips from it. Feel free to leave your questions down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!